Hey guys, it's Henzi here today. I'm a counselor. My name is Henzi Tanrin Sawyer and I run my own private practice. I've been providing counseling now for several years, and you can go on my website, which is www.htsawyercs.com, where you'll find a lot of information of how I provide my counseling service. And there's lots of videos on my website on how I practice and provide that service to clients. Today, I thought I'd talk about relationship counseling, couples counseling, marriage counseling, premarital counseling. Now, the way I run my own therapy service in terms of couples counseling is about looking, and I know I've had a few clients asking me, Hinsey, what happens during your couples counseling or marriage counseling or relationship counseling? They're all the same thing. But what I tend to do is tell couples that during your session as a couple, I'm not taking anybody's sides. I'm not on anyone's side. I'm not trying to side with anyone. I'm there to facilitate the meeting, there to facilitate whatever issues you guys are going through and guide you through those issues. But what I like to do is help clients see whatever they're going through from each other's point of view. So, for example, the man might say, well, my girlfriend or my wife or my spouse or my partner doesn't understand me. We're always arguing. And the wife might say, well, he doesn't understand me. He's not affectionate, or he doesn't care to my needs, or he doesn't listen to me, and things like that. What I usually would allow the client say is that we are all different, and your spouse is coming from a different point of view. And if we just take the time to step back and see how and what our partners are saying, it will give us a different perspective. So what I like to do in the couple session is give the space for the clients, which is the couple, to see things from each other's perspective, and also to know that we are all raised differently from different backgrounds, different households. So the way your spouse was raised or your partner was raised in their household is different from the way you were raised. So there will be a clash of culture, there will be a clash of environment, there will be that clash there. But what I normally like to say is that it's just like two rivers trying to meet in the middle. There is that big commotion that happens in the middle, but when they come together, but as soon as they start to understand each other, is my goal is to help clients, even though they meet in that, they come to me in that commotion, is to help them settle into each other so that they become one. And that does help in terms of couples counseling. So if you want to book any kind of relationship counseling and couples counseling, please do visit my website, which is underneath this video in the description. You'll see all the information there. It's very important not to just dismiss issues that are going through and suppress them, but talk them through with a professional. And sometimes we do say, okay, if you have any kind of support, if you have any family support, if you have any kind of anyone you trust who you feel that they can support you in your understanding of your relationship, that's fine too. But I think the discouraging factor about that is that sometimes, because these people are not your support network, are not, or might not be, should I say, might not be professionally trained, they might take sides and be judgmental and stuff like that. And those are the things that you will not find in a session. You will not find from a professional session or professional setting, where the therapist is looking at what's going on and looking at your dynamics and helping you guys to talk to each other. One of the main things that I find, well, there are three main things that I usually say it's a deterrent in terms of relationship counseling: sex, finances, money, and security. Those three things, and love. I would say love, finance and money come the same. I would say the same thing. They're one and the same. It depends on how you see it. And then there's the love there. and it's about building those stuff. A lot of clients that I see, couples client, they talk about the lack of love or affection or sex in the marriage. I said sex is a really big issue in marriage, and what I tend to do in my session is explore that with clients to say, okay, what is it that you want your spouse to do? How do you want them to fulfill your needs? And it's very important that these our wants and our feelings we're able to express. And sometimes, is to be able to consider what the other person is saying. So it's very good to be considerate of each other's feelings and not just take on your own feelings and forget about your spot, because the relationship involves both of you and working it out. So yeah, so amongst that, we deal with a lot of issues as human beings in our lives, and baggage that we carry from our own individual childhood into relationship, and that has a great impact on how we relate to our spouse, how we see our spouse. We've always done things one way, we were raised one way, but when we become married or when we go into a relationship or partnership with someone else, there is that difficulty, there is that struggle. So when they come to when couples come into my session, I help them begin to explore around that. And a lot of couples are blessed through that. And it does help. So if you do want any kind of couples counseling, be free, feel free to book a session with me. My website address is www.htsawyercs.com, which is htsawyercs.com. All the information will be on the description anyway. I hope you have a blessed day, and I'll see you in the therapy room. Bye.